Hi everyone, it's me Dr. Dinesh Raja again, and today we'll be looking at how to do anterior composites. So this is a beginner's guide and this is part 1. I'll be purposefully doing a lot of mistakes in this series to show how we can handle each step as we go along the way to learn the perfect way to get started on anterior composites. Part 1 is going to consist of veneer prep and etching and bonding. So let's get started. So for anterior veneers, I usually like to use a guide burr like this. This is a veneer prep guide burr. So before we get started, we should always understand that anterior is not a single plane, it has 3 planes. So when we are prepping our punch card, make sure that you place it in all 3 planes as shown below. So I'm gonna do the incisal plane first, so you can see my burr is slightly slanting, and then when I'm doing my middle third, you can see that I'm only cutting the middle third, and when I'm going to my cervical third, yeah, that's how you do a punch cut lah. So then I'm going to remove all the dust, and you can see when I'm showing it from the sideways that the punch cut is in all 3 planes. So the next step is obviously to use a sharp pencil to mark all 3 planes. Since I'm using a blunt pencil, you can see that I couldn't mark the cervical plane, but it's okay, it doesn't matter. I'm going to use somewhat of a cone shaped diamond burr, which is quite long, this crown prep burr, to prep my veneers. So I'm only going to prep till my pencil line starts to disappear. So you can see that I'm prepping in all three planes, so middle plane, cervical and incisal plane in their own respective planes. So I'm just going to do about 0.5 to 0.7 mm worth of enamel reduction, because veneers usually we like to keep it in enamel itself. So in this demo, I'm going to be using a burr without any water, but definitely when you're doing in patients, use with water. So this is the same burr, just in yellow grade, so that I can get my finish lines to be smoother and to just smoothen up the whole prep. Like you can see, it doesn't remove that much of enamel, so it gives me a much cleaner and smoother finish. So yeah, invest in some yellow grade diamond burrs to make your life more easier. So yeah, I'm gonna continue prepping and remove all the debris using some water and a micro brush. Now I'm gonna reduce the height of the preparation, so I'm just gonna use a veneer burr. You can also use a donut burr for this lah. So you see, I'm just gonna reduce it by about 1 mm. This is to get a better adapting veneer. You can stop at this, but for the purpose of this demo, I'm just going to bring it down a bit more to show you all how I usually build a palatal wall in my anterior cases, which is going to be very beneficial because the palatal wall, in my opinion, is the hardest wall to build, but not all of us have the ability to do putties in our clinic. So let's try freehand. So definitely etching using total etch, because most of our prep is going to be in enamel. I usually etch for 20 seconds in enamel and 5 to 10 seconds in dentine. Scrub your etching in, scrub, and just wash it all away. The washing part I'm not going to include obviously because it's going to be a mess there. So I'm going to wash it in the sink. So let's just imagine I've washed it and dried it, and then I'm going to apply some bonding agents. You don't really need to apply bonding agent for typhodon lah, but I'm going to apply it anyway. But the trick I have up my sleeve is sometimes, you know, when you apply bonding agent and you cure, it's going to leave a residue on the adjacent teeth. So what I usually do, I apply my bonding agent, blow dry it and make it a thin film, and then I'm gonna place my sectional matrix so that I have a separation between the teeth I'm working with and sound natural teeth. So do it for both sides, and then you can dry it slightly make sure there's no thick film, and then just cure. So that's about it for part 1. I'm gonna keep it simple in part 1. I'll see y'all in part 2, where I'll be showing y'all how to restore the teeth. Bye!